Hi there, and welcome aboard. How's your day going? That's good to hear. Would you like some coffee? Are you excited? Nervous? A little bit of both? Don't worry. That's perfectly natural. Before long, you'll know the ins and outs of this whole role much sooner than you think. I'll show you to your office and introduce you to the rest of the team, but first we gotta do a little orientation. So this is the break area. It's pretty eclectic. You can see that there's a variety of cozy furniture here. Your work area is in that soundproof booth. You can choose any chair or no chair if you please. Every booth has a dimmer knob so you can set the brightness where you're the most comfortable. Napping is permitted, and it's kind of expected, actually. This is an ASMR studio, so if we're doing well, it totally makes sense for people to, rest their eyes a bit while they're editing recordings. Last year, we won the award for the most well-rested employees in the tri-state region, so pretty proud of that. We just got to make sure that you're checking off all your tasks for the day. You can say that you work in quality control as well as editing. It can be a lot of responsibility sometimes. It's got some very good perks though. Every Halloween, you can pick out a pumpkin from the garden. And this year, they are looking really good. I managed to save them from the slugs. Oh, there is also a small German Shepherd that comes through here fairly often. He might want you to pet him, but you don't have to. Also, you have to make sure he doesn't start a podcast. That's kind of a ongoing shared responsibility for everyone here. If you catch him with a microphone, just, grab your spray bottle and give him a little spritz. There you go. Everyone gets one of these bottles on their onboarding package. You also get a mug. You might notice that all of them are a little different. They are unique, just like you. They have one thing in common, which is our company motto, Panzer Studios, get some sleep already. You get a laser engraved brush metal ballpoint pen with our company logo. Now, full disclosure, the pen does not work on any surface except for your clothing and only in the washing machine. It comes with a conveniently easy to lose velvet sheath. Medical insurance is pretty competitive with most. It isn't the greatest when it comes to premiums, but it is deeply discounted if you commit to preventative care like getting enough rest and eating well. We are actually driving an initiative to continuously improve the community garden, just to better meet the demands for healthy options. Right now we have pumpkins, red beans, raspberries, and cucumbers. Earlier in the year we had cauliflower, and I think there's still one ready to claim if you're interested. Next year we're hoping to add potatoes, turmeric, and some Midwest poblanos, so that's pretty exciting. Oh, yes, thank you for asking. It is a common misconception that we can't make beans and rice in the north of the line. But that's no longer the case. See, it's 2025, and it's been legal for a while now. It's about time too. Hashtag beans and rights. Let's see, what else? The computers can be a little slow at times, especially if a lot of people are uploading at the same time. We're still using the same technology from when we first moved in, so it's important to be patient. It'll be the first thing we update depending on earnings. I think we're going to be in a pretty good place financially since we signed a contract with the paranoid shoegaze band Interstellar Bugout Bag. Later this week, if everything goes well, we'll also be signing flannelcore artist Candlelight Disco and non-German metal band Oops You Died. It's a very exciting time to join the team. Oh, excuse me for a moment. All right, where was I? Oh, everyone gets their own set of headphones. Please take good care of them. We are on a budget, and having to replace one of these would set us back quite a bit. It's everybody's responsibility to use our equipment respectfully. It is also company policy and regulation that we track and limit the number of minutes every employee spends listening to hypnosis while editing or for any other activity, really. A lot of problems can arise from being too suggestible, so we're not in the business of brainwashing here. I know there's a lot to go through, and yes, you'll receive a guide for this information and more of it. The last thing you need to get started is your uniform. It's pretty self-explanatory, but just in case you need some help, there are instructions in the bag. Yep, that is correct. It is a traditional French domestic garment. This one is black, which everyone receives on their onboarding. It's very popular and flattering. You do get a clothing allowance, so you can pick out a similar or a more expressive color. Color. There I go, malapropping. No wonder I need an editor. The uniform is something to get used to, and once you do, you'll realize how much more pleasant a work environment is. It's an important part of maintaining the positive atmosphere at Panzer Studio. There's a seamstress on staff to make last-minute adjustments, and it's best to get your alterations ordered soon so that you can have it before the end of the day. There are changing rooms over there. You might hear some whispering behind the back wall. Those are just other ASM artists hard at work. Just ignore them and any suggestions that you hear. They're all just reading their scripts. Try not to distract them. They can't see you. There's nothing to worry about. Just walk into the private area and put on the maid outfit. Make sure to take advantage of the full-length mirror to make sure you're wearing it correctly. It's not hard to put on, but it's important to verify. Well, let's not take too long, okay? We don't want to fall behind schedule. Now go ahead. Put on the maid outfit. The sooner you put on the maid outfit, the sooner we can show you the features of your office. Don't worry, we will get to that later. For now, put on the maid outfit. I promise you, there is nothing to worry about. I will be more than happy to get you acquainted with the editing software and the recording hardware just as soon as you put on the maid outfit. When you see your office, you'll realize that the features of your office are incompatible with your street clothes. You can only really take advantage of these productivity tools after you put on the maid outfit. I'll see you in a minute. Ah, there you are. Much better. I hope you didn't have any trouble. Well, very good. Now you've put on the maid outfit. How does it fit? Is it tight or loose anywhere? That's really good to hear. Now you know when you come into your work shift, the first thing you do is clock in, and then right away you put on the maid outfit. You're not ready for the important work you'll be doing here until you put on the maid outfit. Once you've put on the maid outfit, you are ready to perform and have a successful day. I know. It's a lot to remember. I don't expect you to get it all down perfectly in one day. We'll just review some notes and we'll show you your office. Every office has what? Very good, a dimmer knob. When can you select a pumpkin from the garden? Very good, every Halloween. If you see a small German Shepherd with a microphone, you do what? Very good, you give him a spritz from the water spritzer. And finally, what do you do after you clock in and right before going to your office? Very good. You put on the maid outfit. Here, have a granola bar. You earned it. Welcome to the team. I have a feeling you're going to do so good here.